Hey YouTube, you have Leonard here. Bringing guys and gals, Toradora. We're on episode number 13? So we're making, honestly, at this point, really good progress as it relates to the series. We're about to get some pretty decent drama right now. So the Ojai Festival is coming to its miraculous conclusion, and as I said before, Taiga's father is trash. Taiga's father does not care about Taiga whatsoever, at least from what we've seen so far. Maybe that can change this episode. But he didn't show up to the performance. He hasn't said anything, nothing via text or anything. And sadly, because of that, Taiga's just kind of left here feeling like she's on an island. And she's disappointed. She didn't want to bring the father back into her life. But we know Taiga's personality. Like, once she started, like, entertaining it, she was excited. She was happy that her father, her Gigi, so to speak, was taking an interest in her. And it just seems like that's actually just not the case. So, I don't know. But with that said, everyone, yes, I'm excited. This is a very good episode of Toradora for those who have watched this before, myself included. Very good one. Will not be disappointed. Smash that like button is greatly appreciated. We're going to begin this episode. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aren't you glad you didn't wait? Yeah, that's true. I'm definitely happy that I did not wait. Getting right into it. $500 anime episodes? Yo, wow, that's a lot of anime episodes. Yeah, Minori's probably like frustrated by this whole situation. Especially because she probably doesn't want Taiga even around the father anyway. And now Taiga's getting hurt again. So she just want to see this. Oh, look at him. An empire silhouette. This man, I love Ryuji. I love Ryuji so much. He ain't coming. Yeah, but even if he was late, he would send something. Or almost finished. I feel like if you watch so many anime, it's just hard to sometimes like finish all of them. And there are ones you're bound to just like drop at the end of the day. Or not be able to fully finish. It happens. But if we can finish all of them, all the power to you. Better than me. I feel so bad for Taiga here. Like, she literally is like she's not even fully able to enjoy herself because she's so glued to, like, is her father coming? She's so glued to her phone at this point, and she's clearly disappointed. Yuji, I think you're wrong here. Not everyone's a good father. Not everyone's a good father. Okay, let's turn this down. I know I talked about this again like last episode. It's just sad because again, with Ryuji specifically, Ryuji has in his mind what he thinks a father is supposed to do. Again, Ryuji doesn't have a father. He curses his father because of the fact that he looks this way or people are afraid of him. But without a doubt, Ryuji definitely clearly wishes that he had like his father back in his life. I think Ryuji's song was just like if he could have had like a father like figure, etc. He always wonders like what would it be, and that's just something that he can never even really fathom. So I think for him again, he has clearly projected his feelings onto specifically Aisaka, Taiga, because for him he's just kind of like Taiga, like I don't have a father. You have an opportunity to pass things up of yours, and like he's earnestly trying, But again, because of this, and he keeps getting those flashbacks to Minori for a reason, Minori's just like, I couldn't watch to see my friend get hurt. She's clearly alluding to the fact that she has seen this go down before with the father. So this has taken place before. And he's just doing the same thing all over again. And sadly, Ryuji's trying to hold on to like whatever possibility that like, you know, he's definitely going to come. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't just ignore her. I'm like, Ryuji, at the end of the day, some people are not deserving of your time. If the dad was sincere, then fine, but he hasn't shown whatsoever through any of this that he is sincere. Also, no matter how many times I watch this, everybody, how was Ami allowed to go to school with that? How is a student? Yes, because of anime. I guess. I guess. Also, she was not kidding. I can't. Even anime gotta have standards, everybody. Even anime has to have standards. But next year, I need to target 300 anime episodes for now if I watch anime meanwhile. Actually, 300 anime episodes is actually very, I think is doable. It could be worse. What? What did he send? I don't remember this. Oh, I kind of remember this actually. I'll be gone for a while on business. Some stuff has come up, so we won't be able to live together. It's a piece of garbage. You couldn't even face her and apologize. Because you're stupid. Yes, you were. Yes, you did. Mm-hmm. Yes, you were. That's an interesting way to look at it, though. In addition to what I've said about the dad's concept, it's the idea of him just basically not wanting to admit that also he wants Taiga around. An interesting way for him to look at it. Because even when he thought about like her eventually like leaving, he was like, "It's for the better. It's all for the good." Blah blah blah. You're right. You're right. Naive, not stupid. Not stupid. It's definitely very naive. And as I said before, we can get on Ryuji, but Ryuji was coming from a very good place. It's just that his thinking, I like that word, is it was just naive. Naive at its best. Because he wanted to believe in the father. He wanted to believe this man would do good. And it's a reasonable thing to want to think. It's just that the facts just didn't support it. Oh no. Oh, I forgot how bad this is. Taiga? Minori. Dang. A few cheers. Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane at its best, 100%. But Yellow Water, say that again. You calculate the total number of episodes you have to watch? Was that the 300? What? Unzip it. So her talent is that she's super small and can fit into a duffel bag. I can't. By the way, this is the most real we've seen Minori throughout the whole series. Her shedding legitimate tears and legitimate frustration, legitimate anger. Ryuji? Ryuji? Oh, I remember I was about to go down. This this was the stupidest thing ever. But I love it. I love it so much. Lucky man. The greatest competition of all time. It's all about them exam notes. Everyone is going strictly for the exam notes. Mine is Ryuji. Oh, there are people who want to dance with her. Oh, Ryuji's like, nah. I'm not giving you guys Taiga. Get out of here. Ryuji looks so angry. I love it. Ryuji's in battle mode. I love it. Go, Ryuji, go. Another thing that only in anime, there's no way this could ever go down. They're playing dirty. They literally threw him to the ground. The teacher's like, what? I love it. How does he run on the fence? Who's left? Is this the track team? Minori? Go, Ryuji, go. Ami's like, interesting. Minori. You just made that up. Mm-hmm. When was the last time I watched Takagi-san? Maybe like a year ago. I watched it relatively recently. Of course he never cared about Taiga. Everything he did was always just for him, his own self-gratification. He never cared about Taiga and her feelings whatsoever, which is why he's trash. Track team pride. Oh, I forgot they did that. Is this legal? Rasengan? Run! How is this allowed? Don't waste her sacrifice. Together? Oh, yeah. This is actually a really good moment. I love this moment. But I feel so bad for Taiga at the same time, too. I've always been conflicted about how Taiga truly feels here. I feel like she's happy about the two of them winning and being together. But this also feels like the beginning of where like a lot of the drama goes down in terms of Taiga's feelings and trying to justify being on her own rather than admitting that she likes Ryuji. The song. He wants to be with you though. In the moment. In the moment they made up. I was gonna say, what about Ryuji? Guys are so rude to this man. I love the two of them. Legit have become friends over time. So now we're getting the backstory. And she did the same thing. Same thing as Ryuji. Mm-hmm. You both should apologize to each other because Minori also didn't really handle the situation well. She chose not to tell you because she figured, oh, you know so well, this and that. Taiga didn't say anything to me. I care about Taiga so much. I'll touch on this in a bit. Mm-hmm. As also, we've never heard anything about her family coming out of her mouth to Ryuji. Mm-mm. Hmm? Minori. Ryuji's so sad. Ryuji's like, please no, please. Y'all ruining the moment. This is a special night. Even once this night is over, it's only downhill from here. Ah, yeah. Okay, let's filter this out. I'm just checking this out. Break 2022. I need to take a break, watch Twitch until I'm coming back for meanwhile. All good. I'm about to end this, everybody. In a second. On Walls G, I misremembered that the I Like Girls as being in the beach episode during the ghost talk. Honestly, I forgot that comment even happened. And I can also see how you think that was during the beach episode. If their whole conversation here feels very similar to the beach episode, very similar vibes, so I can get that. As a matter of fact, actually, like I don't remember a lot of the stuff from this episode in terms of like the endings. Believe it or not, I remember the Kitamoto and Taiga dance. I forgot how she had like that expression on her face as he came to like dance with her at like the right moment. That was an interesting one. I think Minori, it's so interesting, everybody in this episode in terms of like what she says about like the Taiga stuff. Because remember, we think about Taiga and Minori's relationship, and I've always thought it was just interesting the fact that Minori is like one of her best friends, but like you don't really see Taiga and Minori like outside of school do anything. On. The next episode is kind of like a filler. It's not filler, but next episode is not exactly one of my favorite episodes, but it has its moments. We'll see. I don't remember too much from this next episode coming up. But nonetheless, as I was about to say before, I just think it's interesting that Minori as a character, you never really see her hang out with Taiga outside of school. They don't do all that much. I've always wondered whether or not after the events of the dad stuff, if their relationship got kind of like estranged, so to speak, maybe a little bit. Who knows? But she said something that was very important where she's just like, I felt jealous of you, the fact that Taiga came to you and she wouldn't come to me. And it kind of makes sense because I guess from Taiga's standpoint, just kind of like she already knew where Minori stood on this. And maybe this is a point of like contention or friction for them in the past. And maybe she just shows like, I don't really want to talk about it. She talked to Ryuji because again, it's just kind of like she wanted to think the best. She wanted to think the best for her father, things like that. And the fact that Ryuji was on board and she didn't want to be upset, she decided to go along with it. Who knows? But I just always found that dialogue very interesting. And I just think about the dynamic between Minori and Taiga. And I think about Minori and the things that she goes through and everything like that. This was a good episode just showcasing what I call the true Minori. She cares about Taiga a lot. Good person. She's not always happy-go-lucky, though. She's very serious. You see in like this whole entire thing that's happening, like when you see her like crying and everything, clapping. Minori takes things very, very seriously. She's very thoughtful, very contemplative, and she puts on the facade of happiness very often, to try and like, in a sense, convince herself. It's not so much convincing others. Like, to convince herself is just like, I'm good, I'm fine. And we've said this before, but Minori definitely has signs of maybe suffering from like some form of like maybe like depression or things like that. Uh, who knows? Who knows? Maybe we've gone too far with that. But I feel like it's very obvious like there's stuff that she's going through. And even here in terms of like her admitting to the fact of like, maybe I was jealous of you, Ryuji, because she's supposed to be Taiga's best friend. She's supposed to be the most important person. And Ryuji continues just to like prove that Taiga cares more about her relationship with I will say this. Taiga clearly values her relationship with Ryuji to some degree more than I would say that her relationship with Minori, and they're closer, much closer than Taiga and Minori. And I think it's reasonable. She's just kind of like, I knew the situation and you didn't want to tell me. So I think she judged like Ryuji's just like, well, if you're so like, worthy and stuff like, are you not able to realize the situation yourself? Do you not see what's happening before your eyes? And I think all that frustration built up and just blew up. So that's why I feel like she never tried to clarify things or probably talk to Ryuji. And of course, we know Ryuji's anger about the whole situation. Things just blew up. So, and that is that, everyone. Nonetheless, we did Toradora. It was fun. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's been like almost 2.5 hours. Let me know your thoughts, everyone. Like the video. Comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts. Everyone who came through, appreciated. Gerald, Yellowwater, watching UP, Getty, everybody. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate Twitch chat as always. And with that, I'm Leonard, and I'm out. Take care, everybody. I'm watching you be still here. There we go. Appreciate everybody. Love all of you. Take care. Goodbye. Peace. Good night.